Thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about the KYOVA Multimodal Transportation Planning Studies today. My name is Allison Flewitt. I'm from Kimley Horn and Associates. As a reminder, the KYOVA Multimodal Transportation Planning Studies consist of 6 different studies analyzing different transportation facilities and areas within the KYOVA MPO area. We have the Huntington Truck Route Study, the study of the 24th Street closure, the 12th Street and 13th Avenue intersection study, Enslow Park secondary access study, the downtown Huntington multimodal parking study, and the parking study for the Huntington Tri-State Airport. As a brief update, for the Huntington Truck Route study, we have had the opportunity to review the West Virginia statewide freight study to better understand the impacts of that study and what they pertain to the city of Huntington. We've also begun an analysis of clearances and truck turns to identify improvements based on streetlight data and the information contained within that data source. We've also begun to select draft truck routes based not only on our streetlight data, but also our stakeholder input and our GIS database. Finally, we've begun to map some of the recommendations that are being generated to ultimately develop our final deliverable and documentation. For the 12th Street and 13th Avenue intersection study, we are now moving forward with the development of data collection and also analysis, working toward an anticipated completion date of October of this year. For the parking study for the Huntington Tri-State Airport, we have gathered existing plans, reviewed previous plans, and also begun an analysis of electronic data that has been collected at the parking locations for the airport. This has enabled us to look at not only 2020 data, but also the parking characteristics and airport characteristics of 2019 prior to COVID to better understand the airport's operations during that time. For the downtown Huntington parking study, we are taking a look at peer cities to understand characteristics such as revenue generation and other best practices that may be in place in similar locations. Peer cities that have been identified include Charleston, West Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia, and Roanoke, Virginia. A peer cities draft report is currently being developed. 2 of our studies have also recently been completed. The 24th Street closure study, looking at the area near the Marshall Baseball Stadium between 4th Avenue and 5th Avenue, was completed in August of this year. The Enslow Park secondary access study considered alternative locations to provide additional access to the Enslow Park neighborhood, as well as looking at cost estimates for those alternatives, and was completed in September of 2020. For our next steps, the Huntington Truck Route study is going to continue with mapping and recommendations development to help finalize the truck route recommendations. 12th Street and 13th Avenue intersection study is going to move into data gathering, signal and capacity analysis, and also report development with the intent to finalize the study in October of this year. For the downtown Huntington multimodal parking study, a peer cities report should be submitted in October, along with the beginning of data gathering efforts in October and November timeframe. We also intend to reach out to the public with a draft survey to learn more about the public's take on parking in the downtown area in the October and November timeframe as well. And finally, for the parking study for the Huntington Tri-State Airport, we're going to continue the evaluation of previously available data to understand what can be carried forward to better understand the operations of the airport in pre-COVID operational times. Thank you for the opportunity to present today. We look forward to answering any questions you may have. Thank you.